Now, sort of opposite Valentine's special, it was something that actually was good, but also a little bit terrible. It almost feels that we're sort of struggling to deliver this special because honestly, they keep repeating or saying like the other special, like the Halloween special or the Christmas special. But the only problem is with those specials, they have something to connect to the special they're trying to say, or reference or make some commentary to make it fun and interesting of the solar opposites. But Valentine's Day, that's sort of a struggle to do because they don't have a major thing or major iconic movie or tradition to make it actually connect. That's what they use sort of Terminator reference or a lot of little Easter eggs or reference of iconic love moments, but it never feels sort of connected in a way. But not a totally a bad way. I said at the very beginning, the first half feels sort of kind of slow. They're sort of struggling to say something specifically to actually halfway becomes very fun and funny. That's what I felt. I thought how you felt about this special. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Or you feel with this special was sort of meh, not as good as a Christmas or Halloween special. Before I get started, my name is Rachel. I like to talk about animation, not just animation, specifically do reviews, first impressions, cartoon news if I have some spare time, and once a week I do a cartoon theory. But besides that, if you like how this is going, you really help my channel if you like, copy, and subscribe. One of those three things really helps my channel to be bigger and better. But besides that, let's get started of the opposite, sorry, sort of opposite special. There we go. Now this special, I kind of enjoy, but also I have to admit they have quite a little problems. It feels it's sort of like a red flag, one of that they sort of struggling to deliver because they feel the creativity is sort of kind of slowing down, sort of getting stuck with certain situations because all the characters are starting to be fully developed. But that's not a bad thing because I've seen shows or specials that the characters are fully developed, but yet they're so enjoyable and loved because how iconic the characters really are, how fun they are. And this one, they sort of realize halfway. They realize we should stop doing this because the characters are just so much fun, and that's why it kind of half works. Because the other half is all about the opposite track opposite. So the opposites go to a a restaurant to get a special kind of fish oil dinner special. They do it once a year, calculated each week which place they should eat, and they sort of kind of fall into Valentine's Day. In that day, they want to eat that fish, but the other part is they did not realize Valentine's sort of kind of stopped giving the fish or the special fish they give because of Valentine's Day. In that makes the whole family kind of angry, upset. They want, you know what? We can wait. We could go May next year because we have a schedule to basically commit. Till the next year repeats again. They got tired of it and decided to get rid of Valentine's completely because they don't really celebrate Valentine's because they don't understand or sort of understand of love and why it's so important. And that's what sort of the angle of this special really is about exploring their sort of dynamic of love, but specifically the two main leads of this special, that Naminak and Corbett, that how they sort of do love each other, but they don't know what love is. And they sort of explore it. I mean, sort of, they sort of kind of dropped it because just focuses on what happens if you get rid of all the love. And they did. They made a machine to not give, get rid of a love to distract it. And it seems to everybody stop caring about things. They want to go like a Hawaii vacation, Hawaii theme, margaritas, and birds. Some reason, specifically talking birds. Then later on, one of the family members decide to make a sort of business of it to make more money, and the birds become sentient, and that sort of became a reference of Terminator because they read the newspaper they used to clean their messes in the cage, and they come take over the world. And interesting enough, one of the siblings become sort of the rebellion to stopping this sort of dictatorship. Once more, it's just sort of ridiculous and fun, but yet feels out of place. I mean, that's why they keep referencing the other two specials because it's sort of copy and paste. They honestly didn't know how to do it. It's sort of obvious that I'm sort of scared if this was sort of a red flag from the next season they're coming out that they will be struggling to deliver of all the ideas they want. Or maybe not. Maybe the special is just sort of a misfire because it's not completely bad. Only half of it. It's just the setup. The setup feels sort of not sure where to go, how to make the whole family interested of this subject matter. Just sort of are two main parents of this special. Even that realizing they are truly in love, their love saved the whole world, and quite literally banging each other. But besides that, that was sort of hilarious. But besides that, that was all that is. I mean, it's sort of hard to describe because the special even points out it feels sort of repetitive. They just don't know how to handle it. But beyond all of that, I did enjoy saw the reference. I did enjoy how Nebniak once again being sort of a hungry powerful. I mean, uh, basically mad with power that he wanted to buy more birds and he portrayed human society so have more power so he can have control, but gets his own sister who actually is in a rebellion intended to torture him. But obvious the only way to get into him get something his interest is that basically people did like him send him sort of um love letters that he doesn't realize. Wait, we have love letters. We have mailboxes in school just for us. And for a character to be so smart, he's also kind of an idiot. More specifically, he doesn't have common sense. He never really tried to check up his own list. Like, do they have a mailbox in the school for the students or not? That's the thing. Or that's just a myth. That's the thing. Why I mean, he doesn't really back checks his sort of common sense. And that's sort of the joke, in other words, that once again, it was okay. I mean, the show tries to make it fun, interesting, and it was for certain points, because let's face it, at the very beginning, the setup was okay. It was sort of interesting because you find out how this family lore, how the Nebinak family, how they work, how they don't choose the person they love. They was sort of selected for that specific person, and they just sort of got lucky they actually fall in love, and that could be a very interesting sort of lore in this sort of opposite sort of universe. But the only problem is it just wasn't well executed. I feel they didn't focus enough the lore or the moments they met. I mean, in the series they have shown it, but I feel this is one of those they have to really deep dive and show. I understand they had to make fun of it, and they had to make jokes of the characters to make them interesting, to see why we care about them. Yeah, I feel they just sort of was scared of that, or maybe they thought we have a better idea later on, we don't use it, avoid that and well possible, or something like that. Honestly, I don't know. But yet, I still enjoy, even this all the flaws of this series, because this special has some issues, let's face it. But I think all the good trumps all the bad, at least in my opinion. Or it's one of those mentalities is doesn't matter how bad the episode is, it's sort of how you ended it. If you ended it good, it could be forgiven whatever it does. And it's one of those that it does that. The ending was super hilarious, super interesting. You understand more our two main leads even more. And that's it, I guess. I mean, don't expect that much of a Valentine special because it's sort of hard to rely on something iconic to fully develop the special because we don't have an iconic Valentine's movie or anything like that. And I think this was one of the major problems that they didn't know how to execute it well, a huge reference to helping them fully develop it, at least in my honest opinion. In fact, what's your honest opinion of this special? Do you hit it or you like it? Tell me down below, let me know. Honestly, I got nothing else to say, just thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Bye.